こんなのがあと3日あるかと思うとちょっとうんざりしてくるな。
昨日の件は自業自得では。ああいうレースを提案したのはランディさん自身ですし。
今になって後悔してるっつうの。俺も年だし若いのに混じってやんちゃするもんじゃねえな。
まだ20歳かそこらで何を言ってるんだか。ロイド、どうしたんですか？
ああ、昨日エステルたちが言ってたことが気になってさ。
シュバルツオークションだったか。
でもただの噂の可能性も高そうなんですよね。
ああ、そうなんだけどさ、クロスベルの状況を考えるとあながち噂だけの話じゃなさそうな気がするんだよな。
確かにマフィアが大手を振って歩いているような場所だしな。
何があっても不思議ではない。実は前にちょっと気になる噂を聞いたことがあるわ。
気になる噂？
それはどういう？私が以前各国に留学していたのは話したと思うけど、その時知り合った貴族のお嬢さんから聞いたことがあるの。毎年クロスベルのある場所で秘密のパーティーが開かれているって。
秘密のパーティー？
いかがわしい響きだなおい。
どうやら各国の貴族や実業家が秘密裏に集まるパーティーらしくて、その時はただの噂としか思っていなかったけど、ちょっと気になると思わない？
確かにシュバルツオークションって可能性はあるということか。そうなると課長あたりは何か知ってそうだけど。
課長は今日は本部の方に行ってますね。何でも外せない会議があるとか。
そうだったな。
しかしもし本当だったとしても俺たちにはどうしようもなくねえか。どう考えても議員どもの指示で警察本部に黙認されてそうだしよ。
そうなんだよな。でもな。
気持ちはわかるわ。一応記念祭の間は気にかけておきましょう。何か情報があるかもしれないし。
そうだな。よし、さっさと食べて今日も支援要請を片付けるか。
Okay, I'm gonna start talking now. Since Sergey isn't here, obviously there's no one there. Otherwise, for the quests, we still have to work on the views of Crossbell, so I don't know if we get access to the battlefield today. We might be able to finish it, but I'm not entirely sure. Keep in mind, it's not going to be in the quest video. It's going to be like at the end of the day, maybe, since Chapter 3 is so freaking long. Anyway, exposing counterfeit dealers. 2nd Division Donovan. I know what you guys are capable of, so I'd like to request Triple S's help. Let's discuss details in person. Please come to the first floor conference room at Police HQ. So I don't even know if I'm going to go in there in this video. This part of the patrol, that is. Mine Monster Cleanup. Bixen. Monsters started emerging from deep within Maine's mine. Due to the festival, many miners are out of town, can't deal with the situation, things are getting out of hand, please lend us a hand. So for this one you have to do a lot of fighting, so just be aware it's not like one single extermination, you have to go in there and just genocide the place. Stalker investigation, so this is where you meet Sully, I think her name was. Someone has been stalking Ilya lately. I want to request an investigation of the issue and ask that appropriate countermeasures put into place. Please contact Troop Leader for more details. Want this done as discreetly as possible. I'm counting on you, Archon Seal Representative, Troop Leader Avon. And finally, the Old Armorica Road Monster Extermination. So the Sepith Demon has been spotted on Old Armorica Road. Special Sports Section needs to go whack it. It can inflict burns. I really don't care. I mean, too much stuff uses fire element anyway. We have a request from the 2nd Division. Exposing the counterfeit dealers. What exactly does that entail? Now that I think about it, this ain't the first time the department has sent... Ain't this the first time the department has sent us such an important looking mission? Maybe they finally come to appreciate our hard work, eh? Well, it is not an impossibility. I'm more inclined to believe this is an odd job that they pushed onto us. It doesn't matter now. Let's go hear the details from Inspector Donovan. If anything goes well, maybe the other divisions will start to warm up to us. Hopefully, once we're ready to head out, let's make our way to the administrative district. So, the feline's been fed, we don't have to worry. I think I gave him a carp or something, I don't really remember. By the way, you here yet? You heard yet? Seems like Arios is back in Crossbell. Damn, the crowd this year is the biggest I've ever seen. Even a workaholic like him couldn't avoid coming back for all this. Yesterday, the two of us went and walked around the Festive Harbor District. Despite those vulgar delinquents causing some trouble, it was a pretty good time. Men love that kind of stuff. All these freaking couples walking everywhere. Maybe if they take a balloon, I can get them to stop holding hands. Luckily, they're not clotheslining anyone. Would you like some hamburgers? Don't feel pressured, though, but if you want some, just let me know, and we'll pay you for those on Tuesday. It's hard to resist the tempting smell of popcorn, so sales are up. Please be careful not to tip over the bag, okay? It'll all come spilling out. I had popcorn yesterday too, but it was so good I had to have more. Can't believe you can make this from regular old corn, isn't that crazy? Yesterday I stayed over at a friend's house and we had pillow fights all night. It was so much fun, I really love the festival. You could stay with your friends when it's not festival time, just saying. Been touring all the city's food stalls with Mimi since yesterday. After I missed getting those Ark and Seal tickets she really wanted, this is the least I can do to make it up to her. All orbital vehicles must keep their speed to a minimum. Pedestrians, please make way for vehicles to ensure your safety. This year's festival is much more extravagant than previous years. I'd say it's representative of Crossbell's flourishing economy, wouldn't you? I'd rather avoid thinking about business during the festival. Oh, the department store is having a sale, Pops. Let's go have a look. That department store was the coolest thing in the world. I've been to my fair share of stores, but I've never been to one that massive. Hello there, how about stopping by for a bite? We started to really focus on pulling in customers. After all, there's no better time than now, is there? I actually ate here yesterday too, but it was just as delicious the second time. Should I try some junk food next? Or how about some healthy food? You have one foot in the grave already, old-timer. Our ingredient delivery is really late today, so we've run out of the stuff we need to make lunches A through C. The temporary solution we came up to was to take everything we still have and combine it into a new Anniversary Festival-only menu. We call it the Anniversary Special. Quite a brilliant idea, huh? Out of nowhere, Braun just decided we needed to completely change the menu. Does he really think I can make some new dish after hearing the instructions only once? Yep, some bosses are like that, I'm afraid. It's great that we have so many customers, but the shipment of ingredients that was supposed to come in this morning still hasn't arrived. It seems all the crowds here are for the Anniversary Festival and causing trouble for the couriers. But that trouble just ends up trickling down to us. It looks like a lot of stores are employing the limited time offer tactic to get more sales. Honestly, if it's so great, why not just have it for sale year-round? All this limited time bull crap does make it annoying when you miss out. Yeah, it's really hit or miss on whether they're worthwhile. Dad, are you enjoying yourself? I'm glad we decided to make reservations in advance. This is quite good. As a former chef, I'm pretty picky, but I've got no complaints about this dish. I'm free to focus on simply savoring its flavor. You're here again. Anniversary special meal. Well, if it's only available during the festival, how can I not give it a try? Oops. Okay. It should be no surprise that most of my customers are young ladies. Most girls just love their sweets after all. If all I do is eat festival food, I'm totally gonna get fat, no question. It's fine, like, don't even worry about it. All we gotta do is go on a diet as soon as the festival's over, you know? We only live once, so we've got to snack now while we can. If you know a lot about health, that's not really a good plan, but sure. Someone somewhere read it on the internet, so it must be true. Our fruit platter is a major hit when it comes to any sort of house party. No prep, delicious results. By all means, please, come have a look. Cynthia's the kind of woman a lot of us wish we could be, so most of her friends do tend to be fellow girls. Wish I could ask her about any relationships with guys, though. I was talking to Estelle, this bracer who came to Crossbell recently, and apparently she's also a huge fan of the Striker Corporation sneakers. Jogging's a bit of a hobby of mine, and I have a massive weakness for sneakers. Can't believe a little sneaker talk would lead to me hitting it off so well with a customer. At this department store we offer a countless number of genuine Crossbell-made goods. They're also perfect as souvenirs for tourists. If you'd like, please come take a look. By the time my sister Cerrone came home yesterday, it was already into the evening. After all this time, she finally got a day off, and yet we only got to see each other during dinner. And Randy missed his opportunity. Maps of Crossbell and bus timetables have been in high demand as of yesterday. Wonder if people are looking to visit regions outside of the city. So we do have a little bit of money now. We could look into getting the hanging Mishi for FTO now. And by the end of the chapter, we can probably afford the Ilya poster. If I let my mom go shopping alone, she'd probably loiter around the department store all day. That's why my dad made it my responsibility to ensure that mom gets back home. It's always become such a big issue for our family that I have no choice but to keep an eye on her. My Keen accompanies me on my shopping trips without belly aching at all. I've been blessed with a great son. Around break time, Cynthia likes to come over and see what new running shoes we have. Jogging is great exercise for any young woman looking to stay in top form. Welcome, how are we all doing today? We're planning to sightsee around the festival too. It sounds like a whole lot of fun. Consider me jealous. Since the anniversary festival, I've decided to buy my wife a gift. I've had the idea in mind for quite some time, actually. What would make for a good gift, I wonder? I've heard there was a rowdy fight in the downtown district. For goodness sake, I wish they'd realize the trouble they're making for the locals down there. Foreigners have some fascinatingly unique styles of dress. From running this boutique, I found that there's a trove of knowledge I can learn from tourists. Okay, into Gen 10. Keep in mind, since this is not a new chapter, there's literally nothing new. It's gonna be like that for quite a while, because like I said, this chapter is like a third of the game. You see, I don't particularly care for large crowds of people. In that regard, the store is quite comfortable to me, not to mention the air conditioning. I find myself losing track of time in here. Damn it, Wendy, I can't believe she tried to assault a customer of all things. Apparently this isn't the first time either. Here she has quite the record from back when this place was still a factory. Good grief, what kinds of things has this so-called teacher of hers teaching? That shocked me. The girl at the counter next to Chotko tried to hit a customer with a spanner. Granny was being obnoxious, but still, is Chotko gonna be alright under such a brutal superior? She'll be fine as long as she steers clear of the wrenches. What's all the noise downstairs? Did something happen? Self-oscillating function? Well, it's Crossbow for you. Everything they've got here is bleeding edge and top of the line. All my friends decided to get together and go to Michelin today. Wish I could have gone too, if only I didn't have work. Customer tried hitting on me earlier. This guy was completely oblivious to all the other customers around the fact that I'm on the job. I almost socked him in the face. Get what you mean, Wendy, but you can't just go hitting customers in the face. I don't know, sometimes it helps people think. Gotta crack a skull every now and then, you know? Not gonna mention which union taught me that lesson. If you know the history of the violent American unions, you'll probably get it on your first try. Did you guys hear? Some people from whatchamacallit village set up a stall in front of the fountain of the administrative district. Give them my recommendation, 5 stars. That almond rice was to die for. The sweet shop in Central Square had the most delightful candy. They almost melt in your mouth. What's taking Nana so long? There's still a whole bunch of stalls I want to try. All this tasty festival food is going to eat itself, you know? I wonder what's taking Mom so long. Ken's so excited he's about to run off on his own. But not me, I'm going to be a good girl and wait just like Mom told us to. I want to sleep in today. What? We can't waste this day. Come on, Tululu, let's explore the city. And they just repeat that. So yeah, I thought there was only the one part in the church with Ken and Nana, but apparently they have more. Anyone here? Okay, 1 for 3. Your uncle isn't here today. You're not out with him? No, he said he was interested in going to that symposium that's being held at the reception hall. Your uncle's always had a soft spot for events like these. I've been tasked with inventing this month's new bread creation. It'll be a huge success thanks to the massive festival crowd. Oscar doesn't stand a chance against me. Between the buses and the airships packed with tourists, they made this festival as flashy as can be. I think I'll take a nice stroll around town. There's no way I'll be able to just sit still and read. Held off from ordering room service at the hotel in favor of coming here. Puts me in a much more festive mood to check out all the little eateries Crossbell has to offer. Until then, care to join me for a cup of coffee at the cafe? So I did read those in the correct order. Heave-ho, heave-ho, we're having trouble keeping up with the torrent of customers pouring in. Free samples Benet baked are flying off the tray. Bet we'll rake in even more sales today. My husband used to be a member of the Diet. He's accumulated lots of connections over the years. Hey, aren't you a member of the Diet? Oops, since you retired, I suppose you're a full member now. Almost positive you were an executive member of one of the subcommittees. Have been in good health lately? That's the most important, I say. So we'll be back in this building later for the Ilia quest. I guess they evacuated in advance? Oh, here we go. Got a huge pile of work to do. Feel bad for my wife, I'm not going to leave any work unfinished. It's an architect for you. My husband's a workaholic. I don't mind it too much, but I wish he'd take better care of himself. People will be out enjoying the festivities, but my custodial duties will carry on. I'm taking a vacation day for the last day of the festival to go watch Arkansas's new play. I wonder if she got a ticket from here. Welcome to Talos' General Store. Thank you for your continued patronage. You know, I wasn't planning on doing anything special for the anniversary festival, but this year's festival is on a whole different scale. Maybe I should have done something to contribute as well. So if you missed the back alley dock, here you go. I think the last one we picked up was Chapter 6, and I want to say there's 10. So I want to say there's going to be 2 more in this chapter. 1 in the intermission and 1 in the finale, I think, and then you'll have the whole set, which you can trade in for your Zemurian ore. Which one was burned? Coal necklace? Nah. If I weren't such a cheapskate, keep in mind I could get like the next tier accessories. It's just I haven't really changed my stuff much at all. I think I'll take a break. I'm so tired of talking to customers. Like how long are they using the straw hats? Oh boy. An international symposium is going to be held in City Hall's reception hall this afternoon. The current state and future of Crossbell. Guess we're going to talk about crime, commerce, mirror, and all that kind of stuff. Mr. Groom was invited to attend, but I just hope he remembers what time he needs to be there. Sure, this should be a solid first draft. You see, I was summoned to a symposium being held this afternoon by some government bigwigs for whatever reason. I'd rather not screw this up. Yeah, it's good incentive. You don't want them chasing you out and then having the Times move into the building or anything. That's more like the Empire's job, right? I want to go to the department store today. How about you, Henri, dear? Is there anywhere you'd like to go? I want to go see all the food stalls over in the Harbor District. Sounds like a good idea. Let's head over that way today, then. Just let me know if you get tired of walking, dear, okay? Granny's gonna take me later. Granny's always been super kind to me. What should I buy at the department store? Maybe the anniversary festival, but both my son and his wife are busy with work. Well, I suppose I don't mind so much. I'm sure my grandchildren will be disappointed, though. I met a man who came from really far away yesterday. He said he was going to have fun at the harbor. I know what he meant, but I want to have fun there too. He's talking about Lecter, just in case you don't recognize it. Really far away being the Empire. Colin, I wonder where you heard about tourist attractions. Something feels off. I'm a little worried. The crowd's larger than usual today. Colin suddenly insisted we go look at the attractions in the Harbor District. The poor kid wore himself out yesterday and ended up wanting to go home. Little rascal never learns. Actually, that's right, there shouldn't be anything up there. All 3 members of the Haywards are accounted for. Stupid Dad. How can a railroad engineer have such a bad sense of direction? Can you blame me, Pansy? Don't forget, a railroad only follows one direction. You're such a dummy, Dad. No kidding, he named you Pansy of all things. I'm just glad the kid didn't turn out to be like a chainsaw murderer or something. for the photographs. I'm going to check out the entertainment district today. My husband told us to let loose, so let loose we shall. I would love to walk around town and enjoy the festivities as a family. I'm not going to be selfish, though. People who pay attention to the festivities will notice that some of the stocks begin to skyrocket. Argon Sale has been fantastic, and Michelin's theme park shows promise for Crossbell's economy. I've heard the hotels are totally booked, and some restaurants are filled with reservations. It's fascinating to witness such a boom. Well then, heave ho. I was invited to another party today. Speaking of, it's about time I head there. My oh my, this time of year can be such a bother sometimes. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more this is going to be a really awkward patrol. I apologize for the commotion, Lady Ellie. Seem to be especially hard at work today, Helmer. Oh no, this is nothing special really. Somebody around this time of year. The Master is too busy attending various events to come home. Given that I'm his butler, I thought to use this opportunity to make the home spotless. This has actually become an annual event ever since my lady went to study abroad. Odds are it's only the two of them that are here. Currently cleaning the Master's room. I should adjust the curtains while I'm at it. Should the sun's rays be too powerful, it could cause harm to your body. So I think we got everything here other than Yona. This is the last straw, I'll show you. What got Youngster so fired up? Who knows? Either way, it's easy to see that Yona has put on his serious face. Yeah, that much is clear. Just hope he's not getting himself into trouble. So I think he's fighting Kitty there. It's unfortunate, but the hectic nature of the festival allows for pickpockets to slip in and out of crowds more easily. An officer came by and warned me that theft is on the rise. You should be careful too. So I'm gonna finish this patrol at the church back there. Then we'll head to Mainz and see if I can do the extermination and other stuff. Hey there, wanna play? What better time to come in and have some fun than the Anniversary Festival? Gantz is here again. I bet he came to lose some more. It's almost like he's being set up for failure, you know? Amazing, dear, you won again. Should have expected no less, you big stud, you. Do you play too? Trying to get beaten too badly, eh? My, you all really don't hold back when it comes to competition. That's good. Mercy is for the weak. Such is the law of gambling. There's a big difference between losing a game and losing Mira. Even if you're able to lose a bit of money at first, there might be a big win waiting around just the corner. Gambling really has a lot of depth to it. The entertainment district is definitely a hotspot for tourists to come and visit. Seems we have a full house today as well, no pun intended. Have you already heard about this? There are supposed counterfeit dealers that appear in Crossbell around this time. Tried to sell counterfeit brand name goods to the department store once. Do they not sound treacherous to you? Here they come, it's coming. Can't stop laughing. Couldn't even win one simple game of roulette yesterday. Could the damn ball have gone just one reach to the right? Man, I know exactly how you feel. If only the gods would throw some luck my way every once in a while, things would be different. Stop sympathizing with him, Randy. You know, Gantz has been obsessed with winning a fortune at the casino. He's racked up so many losses now, isn't it a bit delusional that he'll get it all back on a single win? Hey, Mr. Drake. Mr. Drake, how old are you? Is it true you're ex-mafia? With all due respect, miss, you're drunk. Why don't you head home for the day? Aw. Damn it, I don't have time for this. Carrot tagging, Randy. You took care of this yourself. Damn it, why are you sulking all of a sudden? Don't be shy now, just say the word and this mouth-watering popping hot pizza is yours. Everyone's favorite pizzeria, Pallet Pizza, has opened a food stall just for you. Rumor has it the casinos have fixed their games to be easier to win right now. What better time to go and have some fun inside the Anniversary Fest? Live a little, this bad boy only happens once a year. There's no sense in them making stuff more likely to go for the player rather than the house. We're already 3 days into the festival, yet more tourists continue to pour into the city. I'm out of breath just making my way through the main street. Michelin? Kinda cliche, isn't it? And besides, isn't that place for kids? Come on, give it a chance, it'll be fun. Your cousin's place is there, right? Why don't we hang out with her while we're there? That's a good idea. Let's check out the haunted house too while we're at it. Ferric, didn't you go to the theme park with your family before? That place is for kids. We're gonna go to Michelin. There's way better spots for us to be sinking our time into. His cousin actually owns a villa at Michelin. She's absolutely loaded. If it's just the three of us, I'm sure we could stay there no problem. If you insist, I suppose I could tag along. We could probably crash at my cousin Susie's house tonight. The owner of that pizzeria is good. Too good. Pallet Pizza has become famous around the city for their fast delivery service. I'm gonna give them a real run for their money. So you're gonna order a bunch of fake pizzas and have them delivered somewhere? It's so crowded around the city right now that it's all a bit overwhelming. Excuse me, am I in the right place? I'm trying to find Arc-en-Ciel. Would you happen to know what time the show starts tomorrow afternoon? Wait, what? You have a ticket to tomorrow's show? This crowd needs a scram. I despise all these tourists. You said it. Buzz off, shoo. And they just repeat that. Today's actually Arc-en-Ciel's day off. That didn't stop Ilya and Risha from showing up for practice, though. Those two live for the arts. You can't just keep eating pastries in here, Plie. Into the trash they go. We don't have any performances today, so I'm doing a thorough inspection of the stage equipment. Doubt I'd have much time to get it done otherwise. So didn't they say they had slow months earlier in the series, or am I just misremembering something? Second floor seats, don't bother them. Oh, there they are. Well, hey there, it's my favorite little guy. How's it going? Long time no see, everyone. I'm so sorry. I think we were too absorbed in our own conversation. My apologies as well. Our enthusiasm becomes unchecked during practice. It's been a while, everyone. I hear everybody loves your new production. Well, obviously, it's only natural for us. I actually noticed you came to watch us on our opening day, Lloyd. I do hope you enjoyed it. Right, I just happened to be tagging along with Cecile. Your performance was phenomenal, though. I already knew Ilya was something else, but I'd become a huge fan of Risha, too. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. My, the two of you gotten awfully close now, haven't you? Maybe I should let Cecile know her little bro is playing the moves on my co-star. The moves? What moves? Hey, Ilya, I swear. How fortunate for you, Lloyd. The rest of us have not had the privilege of watching the show, as our tickets are for next week. Not only that, we get to watch Arc-en-Ciel all alone with Cecile? Just the two of you in a dimly-lit theater watching a mesmerizing play together? Damn it, I'm so jealous. It's okay, you two, calm down. Even though he's a shameless flirt, trying to win over Risha so soon after being with Cecile. What did I do to deserve this? Sure, I'll admit I'm guilty for going to see the play before you guys, but I... Little brother 1%er. Please, I'm begging you, stop. My favorite little guy has it hard. I'm sure if I were to throw my hat into the ring, too, we'd have plenty of fascinating reactions. My life isn't your plaything. Now, I think you've all had enough fun already. Don't tease him too much, Ilya. I doubt he can handle it for much longer. Yeah, I'll hold off for now. So anyway, what brings you guys here today? We have a bit of time to relax, so would you like to have some tea? Thanks, but no thanks. We're here on business. You sent us a support request, right? Oh, right, I'd completely forgotten. Sorry about this. It started with the three of us discussing the matter. Somehow just ended up turning into another practice session, though. What you guys talking about? Get your head out of the clouds, Ilya. We're discussing the stalker you told us about last night. Oh, that little thing? Did you really have to bug them about it? It's not like there was any harm done, so we may as well ignore the whole thing. Man, you gotta hand it to her. Total nerves of steel to be unfazed by a stalker. It's not a hint of worry on her. Though as another woman, I find it hard to believe she isn't feeling uneasy. I'm sorry, we may be calling them a stalker, but it could just be an overzealous fan for all we know. Right, we only heard about it ourselves last night when Ilya told us. Despite what they say, those two seem worried. Well, I guess it'd be best to start by calming down a bit. I'd appreciate if you could give us an overview of the incident. Okay, allow me to explain. Will that be okay, Ilya? I suppose since he's here. Alright, Risha, go ahead and tell him. Right. The incident in question took place about a week or two ago. The stalker in question first started showing up around her house. He typically loitered around outside, but in the last few days he's apparently even been spotted entering the apartment. I see, so he's been sticking at the area then. The other thing is, neither Risha nor I have actually seen him firsthand. How do I put this? I just keep getting this feeling that someone's watching over me with every move, every now and then, and it's just a feeling. Our culprit must be stealthy if he's watching Ilya all the time, and she's not even. I can't even talk right now. I'm being a little distracted, and not even she spotted him. Isn't Ilya's home address private information though? Yes, of course. We never reveal our employees' address to the public for safety reasons. Even so, our stalker has managed to figure out where Ilya lives. Going off your story, though, it sounds like there have been some witnesses, yeah? Could they see anything that could identify the guy? According to a bystander, he was described as a short boy, maybe 14 or 15 years old. His face was well hidden thanks to a hat, so we don't have any further information. Sounds just like some obsessed fanboy to me. Fan or not, he's clearly gone too far. We can't deny the fact that the stalking could escalate into something more. I feared as much too. We trust your abilities, so we were hoping you could put a stop to this before it goes any further. Oh yeah, I just remembered something. Did you enter my apartment yesterday, Risha? Kinda had a sneaking suspicion that some of my stuff had been rearranged. You're the one with the spare key, right? No, that can only mean one thing, Ilya. This is bad, really bad. Don't tell me he's already broken into your house. If it's true, then the situation is much more dire than we first suspected. There's no time to lose then. Please do something about this immediately. Man, you sure love to freak out about nothing. Hey, you sure love to freak out about nothing, Avon. It's not like I have something scandalous saying around at home anyway. So, another typo. You're missing the point, Ilya. Seriously. Really wish to avoid reaching the same level of publicity we had with the Yin debacle. And it's been even more, and it to be even worse if our culprit turns out to be a diehard fan. So that's a typo there, that wasn't... Yeah. If it's possible, I'd like for you to have him cease the stalking confidentially, and if it's not possible, then please arrest him. Could you help us, please? I understand, we'll accept your request. This could grow into something more dangerous if we let continue to brew. Thank you kindly, we'll be kind of you to resolve this. At least we know where our stalker likes to hang out, yeah? Figure the guy will walk right into our hands if we just stake the area out. If that's the plan, then you want to borrow the key to my place? Probably be a bit more convenient to use it as a base of operations, yeah? Are you sure that's okay? Fly by me, my friends. I'll just keep Risha's spare key on me. Oh, by the way, I live in an apartment complex by the name of Villa Raison over on West Street. Right, the high-end apartment building. Your room was on the top floor, right? Yep, right you are. Here you go, the key. I'll be sure to keep it safe. I'm sorry, everyone. I would love to be able to help you out with this case. But he probably recognizes me since I'm always with Ilya. If I'm there, he'll know something's up. Don't worry about it, Risha. Just leave the investigation to us. They're missing the punctuation mark. You can fall back with Ilya and the rest of the troop while we do our job. Okay, we'll do. Will you contact us if you manage to catch the culprit? I'll grab Ilya and come running. Not a problem. Risha becomes notably more vigilant when it comes to matters involving Ilya. Anyway, guys, let's head there immediately. Yes, let's. Right. Let's go give the Starstruck fan a taste to reality. Oh, they're actually gonna make me do it right away. That sucks. Top floor of Villa Raison. Ilya's room should be up there. Should we investigate her room first off? Definitely, let's head on up. So yeah, this video is gonna be a mess, I can tell. Alright, Keisha. What's the matter, Lloyd? Sorry, something caught my eye. Check it out. Scratches from a lockpick. They're small, but they're there. Whoever opened it must be relatively skilled. Should we take this as confirmation that someone broke into the apartment? I'd say so. Just means we have to catch him even faster. Yeah, or else we run the risk of the stalker making his first move. Let's give this investigation everything we've got for Ilya's sake. You said it, pal. Wow, the penthouse of a fancy apartment building is just as impressive as I dreamed. True. Only someone like Ilya could possibly afford to live in such a big place by herself. But isn't this place a little dirty? Scattered clothes and empty wine glasses? Can only assume that this was Ilya's doing, not the stalker's. I always thought Ilya was an interesting character. Something like this isn't too surprising, honestly. Gotta admit, as a fan, it's a little disappointing. Anyway, let's try searching for any traces the culprit might have left behind. Our end goal is to catch him and keep him from messing with Ilya ever again. We should proceed with caution for the initial investigation, though. Right. We only have vague testimonies to fall back on in a case like this. If we don't catch a stalker in the midst of the act, he can simply feign ignorance. True, this is turning into a real pain in the ass. In order to catch him, I would like to begin with examining his criminal profile, behavior, and uncovering his infiltration route. It's a good start. We should question the apartment residents while we're at it. Might as well scope out the layout of the building, too. Ready to dig up some clues? Not really. Let's try to get some answers. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk? I asked about the stalker. I've heard rumors about the stalker. As the caretaker of this building, I've been extra careful myself. Have you actually seen them? Come here every day, but I haven't seen anything definitive just yet. I do think I caught a glimpse of them the other day, though. I saw a young man covering his face with a hat. He disappeared too quickly before he was able to catch any details. Are you able to recall any other defining features? Let me think about it for a second. One thing I can say for sure was that it was strange how not a single thing about him stood out. His appearance was so unremarkable I really can't remember anything about him. Total average Joe, huh? This matches up with Risha's statement well enough, although. A stalker, eh? Yeah, I've heard some rumors about him. I'm usually cooped up in my home, so I haven't run into them yet. I have heard the occasional weird noise, though. I can sometimes hear somebody rummaging around upstairs in the middle of the day. As far as I'm aware, whoever lives on the third floor is usually away at work all day. Do you recall when you started hearing them? As soon as the anniversary festival started. So in the last 2 or 3 days, I'd say. What could he possibly be doing inside of Ilya's room? Not sure, but there doesn't appear to be any evidence of property damage or tampering with their belongings. There's a stalker, that's frightening. I do quite often go shopping, but I can't say I've seen anyone suspicious. Do you usually shop during the middle of the day? That's right, I have a pretty consistent routine and always leave at the same time. Our stalker is striking when people are out of the house. Yeah, he's avoiding the busiest hours inside the building. We've got a crafty one on our hands. So we need to go upstairs and start looking for, like, exclamation points. This one, it's not as fresh in my head as, what was that one thing? I am drawing such a freaking blank right now all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm just gonna move forward. Wine glasses and bottles are scattered across the apartment. All that's left in the bottles are a few drops of wine. Did she stay up all night drinking? I've heard that Ilya Platier is a pretty heavy drinker. Wouldn't be surprised this much was just another evening for her. That's a little scary, actually. There's nothing over here. Various clothing is messily strewn about on the bed. These are all brand name clothes, and yet complete and utter disarray. Looks like she just dumped them all here this morning and left everything as it was. It's not too hard to imagine the chaos for her getting ready to go to work. I'm not gonna think about it. I thought the kid ran out here, but maybe not. There we go. I'm trying to think, what else would there be here to investigate? Oh. Oh, for Eidos' sake, can we eat out for lunch at least? No, I already prepared our lunch this morning, so quit your complaining and just eat. Did we just walk in the middle of a storm? Everyone, excuse us, do you have a moment? Triple SS for information. A stalker, you say? Sounds like a problem to me. Have you tried consulting the police? Wouldn't it be better to contact the Bracer Guild? Our police force acts too shallowly now. I take it you don't have any leads? I suppose I don't. I spent most of my time relaxing on the sofa out in the entrance, but I can't say I've ever spotted any suspicious people. Are you sure it wasn't just you imagining it? Hold on, what did she just say? She didn't see him come in from the main entrance. Does that mean what I think it means? There it is. What the? Fresh scuff marks are on the handrail. What's going on, Lloyd? Come check this out. There are scratch marks on the surface. I don't think they were made by a random passerby. The scratches are facing forwards. If you think about it logically, the back door is an ideal entry point to sneak into a building. Good thinking, Teotant. You could sneak past the main entrance using this alleyway. If they were able to sneak in avoiding the main entrance, that would explain the lack of witnesses. Okay, I think this should wrap up our investigation. Let's head back to Ilia's apartment to sort through the details. Aye aye, time to start stitching our master plan together. Right, okay, I remember where I was now. I think we already spoke to them. I think we've got a basic idea of his profile entry route now. Indeed, the only culprit was seen wearing a hat seems to be quite cautious. And he's spotted inside the building with great frequency as of late too. According to what Ilia told us, nothing was stolen, but it's weird as hell. What's the point of breaking in if you're not taking anything? Anyway, I think we figured this guy out. His entry route must have been the building's back entrance, yeah? Looks that way. We can try to catch him by surprise with the info we found. Mind hearing me out, guys? Did you come up with another plan, Lloyd? I think so. Even if our culprit is a teenager, we can't afford to let our guard down. Therefore, I want to take steps to make sure we can catch him in the act. Okay, all the hallways should be squeaky clean now. Darn it, tomorrow's parade changed the trash pickup schedule, didn't it? Better warn Kendall while I still have the chance. The boy produced a thin wire from his pocket and gracefully slid it into the keyhole. Piece of cake. I'm sure today will be the day. Gross. Place never gets any cleaner. Does she always drink this much? Her poor liver. Man, this place is so dirty I don't know if I even want to steal anything. What looks expensive? Nope, not this. She'd probably freak out if this went missing. I prefer she had a safe I could rummage through, or freeze. Huh? Who? What? I was wondering what kind of kid our stalker would be, but he really is young, isn't he? Well, we observed the crime for ourselves. It's time to cooperate with us and come quietly. You were waiting for me? Crap, I screwed up big time. Sorry, bud, you ain't going nowhere. You've hit a dead end. Might as well give up and surrender while you can. Shut up, you'll never catch me. I hate you guys and everyone like you. The hell? Quick little guy, ain't he? Randy, focus. Follow him. Got it. The boy left the door wide open. Ha, idiots, just try to catch me. Did you find him? No luck, no one saw him on the street. How strange. You think you can catch me that easily? The city's filled with a bunch of useless idiots. Just you wait, I'll have my revenge. Huh? Your revenge is going to have to be put on hold. We figured out your usual routes. Looks like we won this little game of cat and mouse. Damn it. Why won't you give up already? Whoa, watch where you're grabbing, you dumbass. Let go of me. No can do, you broke the law. Hey, calm down, will you? Damn it. Hey, watch where you're swinging. Just how much energy does this kid have? Wait, you're the guys from before. This was all a setup? Keeping up the charade was tiresome. Your swift movements managed to catch us off guard, but our plan still worked out in the end. Yeah, but... something about this ain't adding up. What is this told us culprit with some guy in a plain getup? You look a bit more rough around the edges than we were expecting. You don't seem to be from Crossbell either. So where are you from, I wonder? Your crimes match the description of a burglar more than an obsessed fan. Well, let's see what he has to say for himself. We'll find out his circumstances then. Hey, will you just calm down already? Stop it. Let go of me, you jackass. The Special Support Section quickly contacted Ilya and informed her of the stalker's arrest. The boy kept struggling, but as if resigning to his fate, soon quieted down. So you're the stalker, are you? Shorter than I was expecting. You aren't from around here, are you? Right, looks like he's from a slum near the border. That's all we got out of him, though. We don't know his motive, let alone his name. I see. So out with it. Why all the stalking? Something you want from me? That's not it. Just wanted to harass you a little, that's all. Harass her? Why? As a few people could ever understand. You live in such fancy places and never have to worry about your next meal. People like you could never understand how it feels to live in a dump for most of your life. Oh. After I came to Crossbell, I saw it time after time after time. Everybody living here is rich. They foolishly party all night, throwing away Mira like it's worthless. Crap like that pisses me off. They're all scum. But they all agreed that going to watch Arkansas was their favorite pastime, so I snuck in one time. You did? So you saw Arkansas? No, Ilya's performance. Yeah, I hate people who get to casually live their lives without any worries. But you, I hate you the most. You prance around on that beautiful stage, dressing up like you're part of amazing worlds. You just stand there, dazzling, knowing it's unreachable for a person like me. I know that there's no chance I'd ever get there. I know I never would. I could work my entire life and never even have enough for a single ticket. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I can get there someday. You can't. So that's why you did it. You came to Crossbell after seeing Ilya perform. Well, I can only imagine what a culture shock it was for you. I think I understand where you're coming from. You're not wrong. There are certain parts of Crossbell that are as you described. It can be a dark, overpowering city at times, an oppressive metropolis that feeds off the misery it brings to its citizens. That may be, but you still have to take responsibility for your actions. Ilya? What are you do? I'm Ilya Platier. What's your name? Sully. Sully, I like it. Well, Sully, I'm gonna make you work as my assistant at the theater for a while. It's not like you can pay me back with Mira, can you? Oh, I'll see to it that you work your share. What? What are you talking about, Ilya? Sorry, Lloyd, I know you went the extra selge to capture him and everything, but how about you let me take care of my stalker for the time being? Well, that was one heck of a fast acquittal. Oh well, not much we can do about it if Ilya insists. Let's see now. Ilya gave the boy a few pats on the shoulder. What do you think you're doing? I knew it. It'd be better if you grew a few more muscles here and there, but... Gotta be honest with you, Sully, you've got a lot of potential. With the right training, you can become an amazing dancer. Huh? Why me? Now that you mention it, that agility was nothing short of impressive. True enough, your footwork was pretty damn good too. Might be onto something here, Ilya. So it's decided then, from here on, you'll be living here with me. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But that's... How very much like Ilya. You know, I basically went through the same thing. I was forced into staying with her for a while. That's how it happened? Good thing we called Ilya. She diffused the situation way better than we ever could have. Indeed. Straightened up, no complaints. But I haven't even said yes yet. Oh, are you guys leaving already? You can always stay and have some tea. I appreciate the offer, but we still have some work to take care of. Right, here's your key. You'll probably need this. Return to Ilya's house key. Who needs a key when I have Sully with me? Thanks for the help, little guy. Be careful on your way back, okay? You have my thanks as well. You're always so reliable. Of course. See you around, Risha. We'll leave Sully in your care, you two. You may have solved the case, but you would be wise to pay more attention when locking your door. I'll second that. Anyway, if you need help with anything else, you can always count on the Triple S. See you later, Sully. Don't do anything like this again, okay? It's your obligation as a man to make sure you pay back your debt. I knew it. I hate you after all. Huh? What'd I do? I'm a girl, you moron! How much longer do you intend to insult me? You're infuriating! You're a what? You don't say. Well, I guess you do have some girly features. You did not notice until now either, Randy? How did you make that mistake, you two? Isn't it obvious? Oh, so when I caught you and with all my strength... Lloyd, you monster! That's why I was telling you to let go of me, you absolute idiot. But I swear everything about you felt like a guy. You remembered how it felt? A statement as incriminating as it is insulting. Guys, I did not mean it like that. What's the big deal? Just a little hands-on experience. Oh, Lloyd. You're blowing it out of proportion. I didn't have any ulterior motives. And that concludes the stalker investigation that we got roped into. So you're free to enter her apartment now as you please. Alright, Sully, just so you know, I start my morning off with my regular practice routines, okay? So be I'll make sure to wake me up before 5 a.m. Oh, I don't really have another bed. Want to sleep in mine? I'll pass. I know I caused you trouble by dragging you into this, but thank you so much. Without you, things may not have ended as well as they did. We're just glad everything worked out. No, so we're expecting Ilya to do what she did, though. It certainly was a shock. You know, I think I can relate to Sully a little bit. Before me and Ilya, I was just another person who lost their way. You okay, Risha? Yes, it's nothing. Looks like Sully will be staying with Ilya for now. I'm sure she'd love for you to visit if you ever find the time. Sully, Ilya, or... So we have to head on back to Arkham CL. It's... You don't even want to know how much time has passed between, Yeah. There's a reason I didn't really upload for the past week. I was just so freaking swamped. Entertainment District. What I'm getting at is I don't remember who all I spoke to and haven't spoke to. Don't be shy now. Just say the word and the Smethorian Piping Hot Pizza is all yours. Everyone's favorite pizzeria, Palette Pizza, has opened a food stall just for you. Rumor has the casinos to fix their games so easier to win right now. What better time to go out and have some fun? It's the anniversary of us, so live a little. This bad boy only happens once a year. We're already 3 days into the festival, yet more tourists continue to pour into the city. I'm out of breath just for making my way through the main street. So I think I did speak to them. It's Hotel Millennium I have to go into. There's supposedly an event going on in City Hall today. We're on that many of the attendees have chosen to reserve rooms here at our hotel. I hear that people with Mirror Despair will often choose to stay in Michelin during the anniversary festival. As an ordinary citizen, I can safely say such a place as well will be outside my price range. I can only dream of going there. Need to fold the sheets for this room, bring them over to the linen closet, then make the beds for this other room. Need to hurry, the guests are returning soon. It's a bit of a pain to get all the way to Crossbell, so I figured why not live a little while I'm here? Maybe I'll try my hand at gambling. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to watch Arkansas perform tomorrow. My daughter doesn't seem to be interested, but I'm sure she'll come to understand their magnificence after having watched them. Crossbell's Entertainment District is amazing. It has all kinds of fun things to do. I think I'll take a short break to catch my breath and then go right back to have some more fun. Almost missed this one. The premier quality of the service we provide our guests is a hallmark we are known by, even in other countries. It's not usual for foreign dignitaries or high-ranking politicians to make reservations here after hearing of our reputation. Man, is it my lucky day or what? Just look at all these folks, perfectly ripe for the picking. Okay, who to target next? I don't think I've gone down the back alley. I don't even remember what missions I have to do this chapter. Oh, we still have to do the picture thing. Yeah, that one's gonna be on hold. Okay, extermination stuff. Welcome, friends. I'm gonna show you guys the time of your lives. Just leave everything to your best buddy, Bishy. No, thanks. No, I'm being chased by some nutcase. No, thanks. We got a place to be. Sorry. Ah, she got too far down. The police must be struggling to stay on high alert. Sometimes spot 1st Division investigators patrolling around the city in their street clothes. These guys are remarkably good at blending in with the crowd. Even I barely notice them. How are you able to spot them? When you're experienced as I am with the area, you'll know. There's apparently some international symposium being held in Crossbell alongside all the festival attractions. It's originally Mayor McDowell's idea to host it. He might be getting up there in years, but he's still full of energy. Managed to pull in more sales than any of the other girls yesterday. Love the Anniversary Festival. Gotta love how lively it gets during the festival. Kinda blows that I stand guard here and stop all those dumbass tourists from running into the area. You bastards again? I don't know if you got balls or you're just plain stupid showing your faces here. If you don't got any business with us, then get the hell out. The boss don't got any time to spare for the likes of you. Who would have thought that the four who stopped the mayor's assassination still had time to play downtown? See to it that you don't damage my apartment unless you face my wrath. You don't have anything to worry about, ma'am, I think. Yeah, I bet we won't even go back inside it, probably. Indeed we won't. Money-wise, not even gonna bother looking at her wares. We're so poor we can't afford a window shop. Mom bought me some ice cream. It's so tasty. Does it taste good, Abby? Want to try some too? Will you share? Okay, I'll share, Mom. Let's eat it together. A symposium is being held at City Hall today. Specialists and experts from all over the continent have gathered at the mayor's request. Their discussions are bound to be enlightening, so you won't want to miss it. So keep in mind, I'm not going to the police station until we're doing the full-blown quest video. Miles isn't there. Can we go behind the counter? No. I can never concentrate at City Hall. It's far too noisy there, so I figured I'd try to work here. Anyway, the Diet Budget meeting begins next week. Crossbell's been at the forefront of trade as far back as the Middle Ages. Its geographical advantages made it an important trade center for the western part of the continent. It's as if man and mirror naturally gravitated here. That fact remains unchanged to this day. No one over here. Sorting through returned books is much more difficult than you might think. I must use the opportunity to reshelve them while business is slow. I don't really know why that would be more difficult. To be perfectly honest, I really don't understand much about libraries. The main thing is like why you need a master's degree to work at one, yet they pay you minimum wage. I just don't get it. There's an event being run at City Hall today. You know, some scholarly-looking people gathering there all morning. By the way, if you're not familiar with how degrees work, at least in the US, that's a 6-year degree for most librarians. It literally makes no sense. I think it's called Crossbell Now in the Future, or something like that. That's the symposium they're going to hold. There's some kind of event going on at City Hall today. Staff members have been frantically running around all morning. Another day, another insane crowd. Can't even look away for more than a few seconds without worrying about another massive line forming. You say folks sure are strange. Who'd spend their whole day waiting in line just for some food? Our Morika's specialty items are selling well. We're even managing to get some tourists to visit the village. Like I think we've done a half-decent job promoting our work here, not to mention we still got 2 days left. Just wanted to see if there's anyone outside the police station. There's a symposium being held at City Hall's reception hall today. Mayor McDowell will be participating, so we gotta keep security tight. My senior officer and I are on guard duty today, and I'm gonna put my all into it. All of these police officers look like they're on edge today. What's the matter with them? Something going on? Listen here, you promised to take me shopping, didn't you? So why in the hell are we only going to food stalls? I never thought of that one. I need to write that one down. Could I ask those of you participating in the symposium to be patient for just a little while longer? I will lead you to your seats once the venue has been opened. You are required to register beforehand to attend today's symposium. We regret to inform you that we are no longer accepting any registrations. Hi guys, how you doing? Today's symposium will feature Mayor McDowell as well as foreign dignitaries. We have quite a spectacular lineup. We don't have much time left. The attendees should be arriving any minute now. Journal Affairs 2nd Division is busy handling an event today. It's actually pretty rare. Usually we have a lot of time on our hands. There are way more members of the media here than I was expecting. I'll have to increase the amount of seating. So I think this is the guy LeBlanc impersonates. The symposium being held today was my idea. It provides an opportunity for bright minds to publicly discuss the current state and future of Crossbell. I don't intend for it to be a politically charged debate, and scholars from across the continent will be in attendance. It'll be a good opportunity to look back on the 70 years of Crossbell's history. No. There was some kind of commotion at the park earlier. I guess those thugs were back at it again. Dude, freaking moves, man. Hey everyone, I heard about yesterday's event. Sounds like you had it rough. I won't try to pry any details out of you, but given the ecstatic look on Grace's face, I think I understand the situation. Really, color me impressed. I was bracing myself for the worst when Grace showed up to be the MC. Guess in the end, though, we pretty much handed her a scoop on a silver platter. When you put it like that, it makes me feel used. How irritating. We should have her pay us back somehow. I'm with you there. Let's have her treat us with some free information next time we see her. This might be the first time I've seen anybody say something like that when it comes to Grace. You have some business here or something? Sorry, but things are a little bit hectic right now. I don't have time to take care of visitors. Poor guy had his heart broken pretty badly. I guess the whole poetry thing is an outlet for him. To his credit, he's kept at it a lot longer than I thought he would. Anton's a fickle guy. Regardless of whether this all works out, Anton hasn't taken into consideration how he'll pay for his living expenses. I've been in Crossbell for 3 days now. The city rages on, but I continue to stand by idly. Was I not supposed to change? Why am I still the same old Anton? In the peaceful light of the ever-shifting sun, in the days of failure. Hang in there, Anton. Aidios is rooting for you, so I wonder if that was supposed to be a haiku in Japanese. Man, nothing beats a good poem. That cheered me up a little bit. They say an old Coots food stall is sure to lose to those fancy popcorn gelato stands. As if that means a lick to me. I opened the stall because I believe in the quality of my work and nothing will change that. Ice cream, juice, popcorn, and a grilled skewer. There's nothing better than a festival. Walking down the street with everyone out and celebrating puts me in a cheery mood. Wow, so many stalls. I don't think the thief is here yet. Moore's granddaughter sure is a cutie. What a little ray of sunshine. I'd be happy to play with her a bit. Chairman Moore's son manages a large-scale enterprise. On the other hand, his grandson Roy has rebelled against all things business. Look, I'm only here because Mei Ling said she wanted to try all the festival food this year. So don't get it twisted. I have zero interest in the Business Owners Association. Can't you tell Dad to let this go already, Grandpa? I don't remember if Roy ever does anything. I didn't really pay too much attention to Cold Steel 4. Well, if it isn't Roy, I'm surprised you came. Mei Ling wanted me to come play with her, do me a solid, keep it a secret from my old man. Sure, I don't think he complained though. It is a festival after all. Take time to enjoy yourselves today. Aren't you being a little too greedy, Mama? The Business Owners Association is sponsoring today's performance. There's no way I'm missing this. Apparently all the participants get discount coupons for the food stalls, and I am here to collect. You can do it. Our next street performance is bound to excite. Please welcome professional escape artist. If I can get a volunteer from the audience, please. Can't see the stage wall with all those people around. I wonder wonder if I can stake out a better spot around here. Wow, that performance was incredible. Going to rake in a ton of points for sure. Yes, these photos definitely capture the culture of Crossbell. Well, it is my favorite 4. Excellent work yesterday. Just add the finishing touches to my heart-pounding article about yesterday's race. Really, Grace. We got another article in the books, huh? Can't say I didn't see that one coming. You betcha, we're featuring it in our extra special issue set to release on the last day of the festival. Your little adventures always make for superb stories, so I'll be keeping a close eye on you. She's building us up just to tear us down, isn't she? That has been the pattern thus far, yes. What's wrong, Dad? Wow, this Mithra is more beautiful than my own wife. Well, if it isn't our heroes of the day. So how about a care for a scoop? I'll even give you a discount. I can't afford that. I can't even really afford to look at that. My little sister's a pro at bringing in customers. She's been a massive boon to our business. Hey you, I bet you're feeling pretty hungry. Got just what you need. Nothing beats the taste of grilled steak on a stick. Go on, live a little. That's what a festival's all about. Come on, Grandpa, let's walk around for a bit. Nope. There's this place I want to check out. Please, you gotta take me. Nope, not happening. Stubborn as always. So I decided to spend the rest of my days playing right here on the water. I don't need to go gallivanting off to anywhere else. Just really hope I can get to play with Grandpa. I hate when he gets like this. He's as stubborn as a mule. The ship to Michelin will be arriving at the dock in approximately 5 minutes. We thank you for your patience. I guess the city and Armorga both have their pros and cons. Maybe I should bring some souvenirs back home for Camille and Pulley. I quite enjoy the scenery around here. It seemed like a nice spot for a rest. I'm tuckered out after all the looking around at all the stalls. Once I manage to break away from the crowds, Crossbell's atmosphere is actually very pleasant. Unfortunately, since it's been a while since I played, I don't remember if we've even seen Estelle and Joshua yet. Apparently something super crazy happened in the downtown district where my brother and his friends were hanging out. Sounds so cool, I wish I could have seen it too. Heard those band's delinquents from downtown caused a huge ruckus yesterday. Jeez, what will those kids learn? Okay, had a phone call. Well, I think I'll venture forth into this Wild Anniversary Festival too. Noel and Fran explored around the Harbor District for the first of the day of the festival. I was thinking I'd a bit of a peek myself. So I was thinking I'd have a bit of a peek myself, but they missed a word. So I think they finally found Rosenberg, but we'll find out when we get out there. Oh no, an urgent task just came in from the main office. Isn't that how it goes? Doesn't look like I'll be heading out today after all. You sweeties did pretty well yesterday. Managing to beat out the Brights is no easy feat. Yeah, definitely wasn't a walk in the park. Had to pull out all the stops for that one, though. Well, you just keep that up and maybe you'll be able to start lightening the guild's load a little bit. Right, before I forget, I wanted to tell you all that Arios is back from that business trip of his. Sadly, a request from City Hall came as soon as he got back, so he's assigned to guard duty at a conference there. I could have sworn that the police were in charge of the City Hall security. Well, I believe that is correct, if I recall. In fact, if I recall correctly, the 1st Division had taken that request. Guess this is what you call joint security. I heard there are a bunch of movers and shakers from across the continent attending this conference, so maybe they just wanted some extra insurance. That would make some sense. Hell, if the Divine Blade of Wind is there, then it's the safest place in the whole damn city. So it's all due to the current circumstances that the police and the guild are cooperating. No bracers. Hope they're not at the gates again. Got some real nice catches yesterday. Hope you continue trying to reach the next level, Lloyd. I don't even know how many I have. I was hoping he'd outright tell me because I don't want to count. I'm lazy right now. I believe you can actually get all the fish this chapter, but you have to do it near the end. When you get to the battlefield and the final rod is up for grabs. Well, it's been at the Peninsula Losers. My husband is at the Business Owners Association tent today as well. I think he's worried about some of the junior members. Not that he'd ever admit it. Utterly hopeless, isn't he? So yeah, I was doing so well saying that, and then the phone call came, and I finally screwed it up. Something about a lot of tourists. Now she's saying that Morga's... Yeah. I messed that one up. Yo, you losers still at it? You guys are looking pretty tired. What's the matter, you weaklings? Unfortunately, not all of us have human stamina like you, Vald. Wait a second, are you planning to go out to the festival again? What's it to you? How we spend our time at the festival is none of your damn business, kid. Right, not sure what we expected. Really is exhausting trying to put up with them. By the way, Red, let's have ourselves a real fight next time. No holding back, you coward. I'm not gonna sit here quietly after seeing that little stunt you pulled back there. Come on, man, you gotta give me a break. Just got a little carried away yesterday. Happens to the best of us, you know? Keeps getting more and more interesting. Just want to take you on once you get your head out of your ass. Going all out like that was clearly a big mistake. I'll have to go around with that black-haired kid. The feeling he'd give me one hell of a fight. I'll beat the piss out of every single one of you while I'm at it, Wazy included. Dude, we have the right to enjoy this festival as much as anyone else. A bunch of cops don't have the authority to strip us of that right. Yo, Vald, where are you headed today? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna go down to Central Square. For delinquents like us, your bros are more important than your family. The festival's the perfect thing for some quality bro time. Welcome everyone, you got here just the right time. Everything I've got was freshly caught this morning. If you hurry up and use these in a dish, you'll be cooking up a masterpiece. So the catfish is only worth 40 win Sepith? That sucks. There's the old timer. Well now, would you look at all these tourists swarming again this year? There's no need for them to be in such a hurry. They got 5 whole days to enjoy everything the festival has to offer. I'll try talking to the old woman again when we run into her. I took a break from my housework earlier and my boys started throwing a fit. Those spoiled brats. If it's so important to them, why don't they cook their own food for once? They're babies, you idiot. The Business Owners Association called me to one of their meetings last night. So geezers actually let me drink a few glasses with them. Knockback featuring some of the merchant buddies one night of the festival. Let me tell you, that was a good night. Is Dins for real? He met with the chairman of the Business Owners Association, all he did was drink, not even an attempt to cut any deals? It is what it is. Now she's still going about her work of being beautiful, having delicious food. I can totally understand why a bunch of tourists are going to check it out. Her line may reset if I go indoors, it's just I'm not going to bother. Looks like they're having an anniversary festival sale over there too. Wait, hang on. This shop might have better bargains, maybe. Never seen those before. It's just like a toy. Found something that looked like it'd make for a splendid souvenir. Not to mention my grandson seemed like he was just as interested in it as I am. Man, the turnout for the festival is crazy this year. Let me tell you, anniversary merchandise practically flies off the shelves. I don't know, we'll try talking to her when we're ready to head out the east gate. Looks like the tour buses have started arriving in droves. There's still a bunch more of them waiting to enter Cross Boulevard Tangram Gate. Oh, Daddy, he once scared another customer away. You can't just keep doing that, you have to put on your best smile for the customers. Hey, Puck, check it out. Look at all those people out here. If we open up a shop, I'd sure be a huge hit. Man, my buddy keeps grumbling under his breath. I already told him that I want to be a merchant. What more does he want? Man, the food here is a trip to flavor heaven. That waitress is super cute, too. This place just makes me never want to leave. Hey, there was some kind of commotion coming from the downtown district yesterday. Customers were all riled up talking about it. Wonder what the heck happened over there. That guy over there is really pushing his luck. If I see him eyeing up Shanchan one more time... Weird, I just felt a chill run down my spine. That's the guy at the counter, by the way. The one who never wanted to leave. That guy there on the stool. Thought you guys had tickets to Ark Seal, right? Yeah, too bad they're for a show on the last day of the festival. Can't say I enjoy using my old man's leftovers like this either. Don't be like that, it's gonna be awesome. We'll catch the show together and end this festival off with a bang. My family snagged some tickets to Ark Seal, so I'm gonna catch a show on the last day. Hope I run into any Vipers along the way. Keen's family is loaded. His father's actually a doctor at St. Ursula Medical College. Pays to have a friend like him. Is there anywhere you want to go today, Lima? There. Over there? Is the highway then? Wherever's fine with me. If I'm with Daddy, I'll go anywhere. Lima, what do you say we explore East Street today? I'm sure you'll love the marketplace. Darling, please, how about we slow down our pace a little today? Lima's a small girl, so she can't keep up. Those obnoxious goons. Couldn't get any studying in yesterday. This is bad, real bad. Practical exam is practically right after the anniversary festival. We all gathered to enjoy some hot pie yesterday when those delinquents started that race of theirs. It was so abrupt it really started me. Once the shock wore off, though, my eyes were glued to the action. It was one heck of a contest. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if it became a yearly event. I want some front row seats next time. I don't know what the time gap is between Azure and Zero, now that I think about it. I don't think it's that much. Everyone here in Lotus Heights seems to be enjoying themselves. Splendid. That brings a smile to my face, it does. Wait, there's one person I'm forgetting. If memory serves, there's a young lad who seemed to be studying for his exams all by his lonesome. Now that won't do. I suppose I'll swing by and bring him some snacks later. Nothing for Risha, but we know where she is. They're outside. Oh man, gotta take another piss. Where's the bathroom? Really gotta go. Just use the sink. I'm surprised tourists would come downtown to enrich their sightseeing experience. I'm happy that my district is becoming easier on the eyes for visitors. Alright, bring it on. I'll take you down with my special craft. Then I'll be the bracer girl. Want to see what I got too slow? Come forth, Wheel of Time. Man, I was wondering if he was actually going to say what it was, which one he was using. Oh, whoa, that's dangerous. I told you over and over again, don't mess with the folks in the downtown district. Hey, what is this place supposed to be? Any idea what they do here? Come on, this place ain't some attraction. Get out of here. Yesterday's race was pretty friggin' awesome. Hugh and I didn't get a lick of sleep last night. We were out screwing around all night without even noticing the time. Damn it, how'd Vald lose to someone? Doesn't make any sense. I bet Wazy was holding him back. It's gotta be it. I was starting to use... Yeah. What do I think? There's no way Vald would have lost fighting at full strength. Why do they both have to have W's that are pronounced different ways? Looks like those two gangs started fighting again when I wasn't here. Gotta hurry up and clean all this up. Sorry, it looks like I got hit pretty hard. Sorry about that, our bad. There's just some things you can't get your hands on this dump. Like the Orbital Network, for example. Think they'd ever lay down the cables in a place like Downtown District? I'd be a lying old geezer if I said I wasn't at least a little interested, to be honest. Hey, isn't that him? That's the cool-looking pretty boy from yesterday. Look at him, he's drinking a cocktail. He's so dreamy. Thanks for this spectacular show yesterday. That Bracer duo sure gave us a run for Amira. Aren't you the sliced but tired, Wazy? Huh? Why would I be? Oh, you mean because of that little race? That's perfectly normal for me. That wasn't any more tiring than my usual skirmishes with Vald. They may be delinquents, but there's no denying their stamina. It's making me feel like an old geezer. We're seeing a sudden influx of customers. Probably has to do with what happened yesterday. Drew in a pretty big crowd to the downtown district. We are serving a special cocktail to commemorate the anniversary festival. Please place your order if you'd like to try it. A lot of people visit the anniversary festival as a family. I don't have any parents though. All I've got waiting for me at home are an awful aunt and uncle. I'll never be fine. I'd be fine never going home again. I don't remember if they ever say anything about his family. I don't remember. I don't remember. Are they here? Where are they? Have we seen them? Are they even someone you can talk to? Uh-oh. I'm giving you this offer out of the kindness of my heart, okay? It's for your own good, actually. Accept Revanche's protection. We'll make sure to have your business back. How many times have I turned you down this offer now? I don't think you're grasping the situation here. I know exactly what you're capable of, so I'd like to settle this without having to take you down. Don't think we'll let you go off so easily. Interesting offer, my friend. Hit me with your best shot, Garcia. My business extends all the way from Crossbell to Eastern Zemuria. My routes are too much for some hot-headed petty criminals to handle. Once you get that through your thick skull, you can get over yourself, Mr. Mafia Boss. Who do you think you're talking to? Don't get too cocky, you fool. Hey, customer. Yeah, you. Shut up. You and that little brat of yours haven't changed one bit. Well, I've said my piece. Think it over. If you want to keep your little Operation Crossbell up and running, that is. You're in the way. Beat it. So even Garcia Rossi drops by this place, huh? Sounded like an intense argument. Don't worry, Garcia's really easy to beat as a boss. Garcia's panicking, I can tell. After all, he came running to me like a little girl when he found out his roots were shutting down. I doubt that was the case. You two close friends or something? Nah, he's just a long-time customer is all. I made more than a few deals with him before he wouldn't join Ravache. Though these days, he's been acting a little too big for his britches. Serves that old Jaeger right. Ain't that pretty ballsy of her to do? Girls give me the chills. I am in complete agreement. Are these two always like this? Like mother, like daughter, I guess. There's nothing new here, just I don't remember if there was anything that I wanted. You have to trade Heaven's Eye for that. I have to give up Eagle Eye and information. I'm willing to do this. Mainly because that combination of elements may be worthwhile. Like, Randy would probably be the one who could use it, but he, just... I don't know. We already have one on her, so we'd want to put it on Tio. Yeah, if there were one less water slot, I could probably work it in, but that sucks. I don't plan on using Estelle and Joshua in the final dungeon, so I don't even have any use putting it on them, I guess. A lot of tourists are visiting our Morka village this year. It's a gorgeous place, not to mention they have the tastiest food in all of Crossbell. Okay, so yes, it did reset. Crap, I can't start dozing off. Nove is going to get in trouble if he keeps yawning and dozing off like that. It's no skin off my back if Deputy Commander Bales finds out. Oh yeah, you guys are the new police squad, however, right? If you need the Deputy Commander, her office is on the second floor of the gate. Pretty sure she's in right now. And that'd be Randy's cue to make himself scarce. It's always been such a thrill to hear the thundering sound of the trains when they pass by the gate. Well, the only bad thing is that the wind from the train usually makes my skirt fly up. Now, one of the pictures you're supposed to get is of a train, I believe. I just don't remember where it is. It might be by Mains, maybe? I have a shift to take care of over at Crossbell Station later today. One of my guardsman buddies, Romeo, is typically posted there, so I might just get to say hi. The bus coming from Calvert should be arriving just a bit past noon. Alright, time to brace myself for the rush. It's not even noon yet, and my stomach is already yelling at me for grub. I wonder if anyone would do me a solid and bring me a snack. I better finish the rest of the food prep and fast. Once the Calvardian bus shows up, it's gonna get insanely busy in here. What's up? You looking to get some rest here? I've been informed that this is in fact the passenger waiting room. How careless of me. Well, be that as it may, I still have the irresistible urge to clean up this mess. Deputy Commander Bales couldn't care less if you're whether you're male or female. If you have skill, then that's what she'll take note of. Because of that, we have to work harder than what we're used to, but it's totally worth it. The guardsmen should be in the middle of conducting their daily patrols. Since there's been an influx of new tourists, we have to be even more vigilant than usual. You never know what might happen. After all, Crossbell isn't the safest place in the world. Remember Stargazer's Tower? Do I ever? Well, keep up the good work, Noel. If you ever need us, just give us a ring. We've got your back. Is this what they call grandstanding? What's that supposed to mean? Come now, Tia. You don't have to be that frank with Randy. Mademoiselle, come on. Tell her she's being crazy. I heard an interesting story recently. Apparently a fight broke up between some delinquents and bracers, and you decided to intervene. Crap, you heard about that? We have a perfectly sound reason for everything that happened yesterday. I don't want to hear your excuses. Delinquents or not, it's unacceptable for the police to lay their hands on citizens. Well, that's what I would normally say. Huh? In reality, police work requires you to subdue criminals whether you like to or not. However, you're the special support section, far from a traditional police squad. You have the advantage of tackling things unconventionally. If you're dealing with riled up delinquents, perhaps finding somewhere they can vent their frustration isn't a bad idea. That's how I see it. And they're missing the I part. Are you sure you should be saying things like that to us, Deputy Commander? I don't see why I should be the one to scold you if Sergei didn't find it necessary. Just continue to do as you have been, alright? Will do, ma'am. She doesn't press rules without reason, and she's able to adapt her approach on the fly. She really does seem like the ideal boss. Whoa, Altair looks so tiny from all the way out here. I'm somewhat moved thinking about how we managed to get across the Great Tangram Hill. We really have a fantastic view here. Despite my complaints, I can never settle down when I go to the city. With that in mind, guarding the border isn't too shabby. You know, I feel a bit relieved to see all the Calvardians laughing and smiling when they stop by the gate. Before the Non-Aggression Pact was signed, terrorism was rampant here. Can't put a price on peace. The military-industrial complex begs to differ. And we are done here at the gate. I'm trying to remember what's at the bus stop here. We see a good amount of tourists come by during the festival every year. We're especially popular this year, it seems. I think the food's always up in the city is enticing a lot of folks to come and visit. After all, I've never seen the bus drop off this many people before. It's crazy how different the culture is in Omorka compared to the city. Here I thought I was going to see all sorts of high-tech agricultural ordnance. Guess it's refreshing to have places that withstand modern times. Taking it easy and relaxing in our Morka village is one of life's greatest treasures. You know what? I think I'll treat myself to a tasty carp I caught today for lunch. The weather around these parts is wonderful. I'm sure that this stream's carp are going to be a one-of-kind delicacy. Let the fun begin. Soft murmuring of the river, the chirping of the birds, the gorgeous scenery. I bet our Morka would be the perfect place for a nice picnic. Speaking of picnics, I'm starving. Good thing we stocked up. These tourists are buying honey by the droves as presents. We're doing really well for ourselves now. Agreeing to Derek's idea was one of the best decisions I could have made. Fresh veggies this cheap? Time to stockpile all I can. Ever since yesterday, we've started to get way more customers than usual. Gramps is pumped, but to be honest, all these people make me a little dizzy. Hey Mom, check this out. I heard this was from someone who was at the festival. They said there was this big race between the bracers, police, and gang leaders. Really, oh heavens, that sounds like an accident ready to happen. A race? Did they fight in it? Can't say I thought people would be talking about the race all the way out here. Hey, rumors spread quick, you know? Yep, faster than light, as you know. City sounds more dangerous with every story I hear. Playing is okay, but fighting is a big no-no. It won't be my fault if Mom gets mad at you, just so you know. Big race between bracers, police officers, and gang leaders. Can't believe I missed that. Wait on the bridge over there. Those guys are fishing, right? They must be Fishermen's Guild members. Think, Salem, think. Should I go for it and try to strike up a conversation? My dear Celia isn't here. I never knew this inn would be so lonely without her. Quite a few tourists have been staying here since yesterday. It's pretty refreshing. Most of my customers end up being traders like Mr. Hayworth. This Arc-en-Ciel fan book was surprisingly elusive. I had to look for it everywhere before I actually found it. Never would have guessed a book like that would be at the library. From the looks of it, it was put together by some Arc-en-Ciel superfans. Supposedly only a few copies of it exist in the whole world. I'm half tempted to keep it. You can't do that. Being here in the village is like a breath of fresh air. I can almost imagine myself tending the fields while basking in the sun's glow. When I'm old, I want to spend the rest of my days in a relaxing place like this. You know what? I had no idea this village was such an amazing place. I can definitely see myself spending my later years relaxing in this kind of calm environment. The view of the fields next to the village chief's house is breathtaking. If I stayed holed up in Crossbell City during the festival, I never would have seen such a beautiful sight. I don't think we've been up here yet. It's all fine and dandy that the village is getting more tourists coming through, sure. But we got plenty of dangerous places here and there around the village's outskirts. Best we warn all these city folk and foreigners to stay away from them. Especially the ancient battlefield off Ormorica Road. Wouldn't it do to have anyone wander in there and get hurt, or worse? I think one of the pictures is of the battlefield, but I don't really remember. I need to pull up a list of them or something. Put it on my to-do list right after saving the world. A whole lot of tourists came to visit our Ormorica village. I'm glad they are enjoying themselves, but I hope they don't get in the way of our farm work. It's good to see the village so lively with tourists, but how long will it actually last? In the end, they're just tourists. Once the festival comes to a close, they're all going to gradually leave, right? Also, there are disturbance to our farmers. I knew this plan wasn't without its flaws. On one hand, I understand my husband's worries about tourists, but on the other, I'm so happy that Derek is trying to improve our Ormorica village. Okay, to the bus stop. Oh, we need to go. I think there may be people at the rest area. I was really tempted to fight the Tamartian or whatever it's called. Dang it. You material.
畳みかけるぞ。
私の番ね。はい。チャンスです。皆さん、お願いします。良いデータが取れました。
And a little bit of fire Sabbath. Sadly, that fight was a little longer than normal, since the team attack was the third turn.
よっしゃ、畳みかけるぞ。ちょろいぜ。
Just an antidote, pay no mind. Here's what we're looking for. It's actually a decent payout. Can't really go wrong with fire stuff. They can use them to make attack ups. This is one of the destinations along the Crossbell and sightseeing tour. Everybody at the tour has been having a great time, myself included. This is one beautifully built rest area. Anybody unaccustomed to traveling would deeply appreciate this. What do you suppose they're growing in that field over there? Probably fruits, right? Or maybe it's vegetables. I'm more of a fruity guy myself. So I think he said that one already. Oops, I accidentally dozed off for a second. Can you blame me though? Look at how perfect the weather is. Love how warm it is. I might actually take up a small nap. Heard this big hunk of metal is called a vending machine. That's something we've heard before. This is great. There's nothing here but the great outdoors around here. Only heard Crossbow was a technological metropolis. I wasn't expecting such a treat. As soon as I found out, I just had to splurge on a brand new orbital camera. So the extermination target's down there. There's the beat.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ行くぜ
さてと行きます。
チャンスだ。よし、畳みかけるぞ。よし。
So that time we had to wait 4 turns, but we get another U material for the pile. Remember, we're gonna need those, so take every opportunity you can to get some. Black pepper. No key over here. This should be our Morka, so we get to bus back. You know, they said Arios was at City Hall. Can we go in the other room or anything, or...? Oh, crud. Was I always able to come in this room and I just never noticed, or...? What is this place, Ellie? It's a reception hall. They use it for all kinds of diplomatic meetings. It would appear it's being used for some sort of symposium sponsored by Grandfather today. Is that? Yep, we found him. I understand the plan. I look forward to working with you to secure the area. Understood. First Division is normally more than sufficient for security. I hope you don't hold this against me. You can't blame them for increasing security, though, given the number of foreign dignitaries in attendance. I'm sure the Guild's help was requested to provide extra reassurance for their safety. Spare me the explanation, I'm already aware of the circumstances. See to that you won't cause any blunders, Sir Divine Blade. Understood. Yeesh, when will I get dragged into that little catfight? Great, it's rare to see those two together, probably because they're like oil and water. Two of them appear to be working together to guard the symposium. Probably shouldn't get in their way. Let's leave them to their work. I think you can play it like they're in the same party in Azure's prologue. Ursula Road. I'm not sure if I can handle this much more of this walking. We should have at least hired a chauffeur to drive us around. My wife's starting to get cranky again. Isn't walking around one of the charms of a festival like this? Anyway, I doubt we could even use a car right now, seeing how cramped the city is. There are way more tourists coming through Crossbell than usual, but freight traffic has stayed around the same. So that means my schedule hasn't freed up any. The Cimmerian Railroad Corporation is organizing some kind of stamp rally. You don't know about it? It's an event where you travel across the continent and gather stamps at the designated locations. That's the Railroad Corporation for you, always pleasing my train-loving heart. I work for a Calvardian news agency. The editor-in-chief sent me out here to cover the internationally famous Anniversary Festival. But anyway, the stage is set and my camera's ready to go. If there's one thing I learned in my career, it's that photos of the various food stalls will always be a hit with the readers. You guys know any streets where I can take some especially great photos? I don't think there's anyone at the sandbar, so... Ellie, what a pleasant surprise. Belle, what are you doing at St. Ursula? Nothing much, I just accompanied my father here, that's all. Mr. Qua? Is he sick? I doubt that's the case. He's doing the usual thing, right? That's right. If you ask the receptionist, I'm sure you'll find out what it is. Also, I'm sure my father would appreciate a visit from you all. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. That car in the parking lot is amazing. Is it one of those fancy limousines? Yeah, I guess being rich means driving in luxury too. The most important thing to remember when traveling is to enjoy the cultural uniqueness of the country you're visiting. For example, famous hospitals like this are perfect sightseeing spots with all their research labs and people. I don't know if anyone actually does tourism to hospitals, but I don't know. There are quite a lot of patients that request leave from the hospital, if only for the anniversary festival. But due to their illnesses and the fact that they need to be periodically checked on by the doctors, they're usually declined. But we do so much for their spirits. I thought this hospital food was going to be light and unappetizing, but boy was I wrong. That's not real hospital food. Hey, Flora, I got a question about one of the last lecture points. What the heck? Don't read that kind of stuff while we're eating. Why? It'd be a waste of time not to study a bit while eating. Tasty. I mean, sure, but looking at autopsy photos while eating, I think I'm gonna be sick. Don't worry, the corpse is like 70% intact. That's more than 2/3. If I followed standard eating times, I'd never get anything done. So this has become my way of life ever since I was able to observe surgeries. Have you met my niece Marone? She's a lifesaver, cleaning the dormitories as thoroughly as she does. Once heard about how much free time she had, I offered her a job this year. Keeping things neat and tidy is her specialty, so making her one of my cleaners was a no-brainer. This building is where all the doctors and nurses live. Living together with all your coworkers sounds like a blast, don't you think? Chief Ursuline is out working in the hospital and I'm here in the dorms. Can't say this happens often. It's rare that I get to take any time off like this. I'd better soak up all this rest while I can. You know, it's not very polite to enter someone's room without their permission. If this is an emergency, would you kindly get a move on? Someone should backhand that guy. Can't you read? This is the women's dormitory. No men allowed. Well, I wish that was the rule. Unfortunately, you can't get to the research ward without going through the dormitories. I had the day off yesterday, but because of Sarona and her hijinks, I'm absolutely exhausted. I swear, that girl's bad for my heart. You just never know when what she's gonna get up to next. No one. Someone is here? Yesterday, Cecile and the other nurses took over our shift, so we got the day off. Got to stroll around Crossbow City with Maeve all day thanks to them. It was a complete blast. I've got nothing but respect for the doctors and nurses who work here. They bend over backwards day after day for their patients. Might just be the cleaning guy, but I want to pitch in as much as I can too. You see even one speck in the hospital, you let me know, okay? This roof is so big that they managed to fit a whole nother building on top of it. That's amazing. If you climb to the top of the research ward, would you be able to see Crossbow City? You took the first day of the festival off, didn't you, Cecile? How was it? I had a blast. After going to see Arc-en-Ciel with Lloyd, I went to eat with Ilya and some other friends. Glad you had a good time. What do you think about this, Shizuku? I can't take any more time off this year, but would you like to go to the festival with me next year? We can go with Lloyd, Arios, and everyone else. Doesn't that sound fun? Yes, please. I would love that. And they just repeat that last part. This hospital really is huge, but not enough to contend with the size of my abode. What? It's the truth. Yet she stares at that linen closet. Entertainment is hard to come by in a lifeless place like this. How utterly dull. Normally I attend parties every night and have entertainment district hostesses look after my every need during the anniversary festival. The anniversary festival parade is tomorrow. Wish I could go see it with Shizuku, but I doubt that's going to happen. Maybe next year. Doing a little observation here at St. Ursula to get a feel for how doctors operate, for future reference. It's easy to understand how they become so renowned in their respective fields, seeing how exact and efficient they are. The nurses have been very kind to me during my stay. Some of their quirks, sure, but they're all very nice girls. So Dr. Gunter is single, I'm no doctor, but I'm sure I could fill that hole in his heart. No, only drugs can, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'd really like to take just one more day off for tomorrow. That's when the parade's hitting the streets, after all. You can't say you truly experienced the anniversary festival without seeing it. I'm jealous of you police officers. You're probably able to use work as an excuse to go watch the parade, right? Hey, we'd never abuse our power like that, probably. Cecile, I believe she went to Shizuku's room. I worry that Shizuku is too self-restrained for her age at times. I imagine losing her mother so young forced her to grow up much too fast. I believe it would do her some good to loosen up and be as full of exuberance and silliness as a little girl should. I don't know, the whole blind part could probably play a role in it, but what do I know? I'm no doctor. So, are you enjoying the anniversary festival? I know I am. I just found a new fishing hole yesterday, and boy, have I hit a gold mine. Plan to run over there as soon as I can. Aren't you in the middle of work? Well, yes, but be a friend and keep that from the other doctors, alright? Handing out risque magazines is my special way of greeting someone. Dr. Gunter seemed more than happy with my gift. He's a personable fellow, alright. Is this guy really some great doctor? I'm not sure if I buy that. Well, he's a doctor, but I don't know about a great one. I was on the edge of my seat during yesterday's race in the downtown district, so much so that I fell flat on my face in the excitement. I wasn't even in the race. That's why I'm here, actually. Wait a second. Does this mean we indirectly landed this guy in the hospital? Well, I try not to think about it too hard, Andy. I have got hurt during the race, but that's on me for being a total klutz. The important thing is that I had fun, right? I've worked at St. Ursula for a while now, and this is always the busiest time of year, so you might expect the staff here doesn't have much time to rest. Hey now, don't try to slough off that cold off to me. I'd appreciate if you and your germs took several steps back. Ouch, my poor throat. Looks like someone passed their cold on to me. Oh, where am I? Oh, that's right. So for today's lecture, we'll be reviewing the inner structure of course utilized within medical equipment. Excuse me, miss, we aren't students. I think you're still half asleep. Apparently my son took part in the uproar that happened in Crossbell City yesterday. Thanks to the police, it was resolved without incident, but the story's gonna worry me into a heart attack if he keeps this up. I had my practical training yesterday. Thought I nailed it, but Dr. Lago wasn't impressed, apparently judging by the B- he gave me. Dang, the road to becoming a capable doctor who can hold her own among all the men in this field might be even steeper than I imagined. Yes, the sitcoms make it look so easy. So do the dramas. I let Gwen take the lead on internal medicine examinations the other day, though that may not have been my best decision. Can't criticize her skills and knowledge, but she lacks proper bedside manner. That's something she's going to have to learn if she ever hopes to reach the standards we have for our residents. And now the person we've been trying to duck. Every year, Mr. Qua donates enough presents to give one to all of our patients. Blows me away each time, especially when you see the smiles on our patients' faces. Mr. Qua is truly the most generous man I know. So keep in mind, they don't have a Christmas equivalent, so I guess the anniversary festival will be the closest thing. Oh my, Mr. Qua. On behalf of everyone here at St. Ursula Medical College, thank you for visiting us again this year. I'm sure the patients will be absolutely delighted. It's my pleasure, I assure you. Just figured I'd stop by and see how Crossbell's favorite hospital is doing. Mr. Qua. Hello everyone, I certainly was expecting to run into you here of all places. No one was hurt on duty, I hope. Nah, nothing like that. What about you? Are you injured, sir? I don't think we need to worry about that. Despite having so much on his plate as the IBC's CEO already, Uncle Dieter puts his heart into many philanthropic projects throughout Crossbell. One of those being an annual tradition where he gives presents to those hospitalized at St. Ursula. If they can't enjoy the anniversary festival, I'll bring some joy to them instead, he always says. Wow. You call it philanthropy, but there's hardly that much mirror involved, Ellie. It's simply a gift from me to them. I slip out of work to do things like this every now and then. Some may call it self-indulgence or believe me foolish for taking the time away from my job, but this is an irrevocable part of who I am. Whoa, didn't think a guy like him could get so fired up. Agreed, for as charming and unruffled as he has been with us, he clearly has a more serious side to look out for as well. I think we missed the bank, didn't we? I didn't talk to the maid on the way in, because I was going to hit her on the way out. Further, this hospital has equipment that can automatically assess a person's health. Honestly, with the exhaustion I build up doing the housework day in and day out, I'd love to have a checkup. So yep, let's warp over to the bank before I forget. Mr. Qua has left for the day. His schedules will be filled to the brim with parties and negotiations again. Even when he doesn't have to fly all around Zemuria, his work still drags him all around Crossbell. Stock prices have skyrocketed during the Anniversary Festival. However, it's become much more complicated to find the right stock to invest in. In other words, for as much as a profit there is to be made, I have no way of ensuring I'll see any of it myself. There's tourists from all across the continent here to check out the festivities. A few of them came in to ask for directions earlier. I don't think they had a clue where they were going. It was a real pain to help them set them on their way. We received a request from one of the companies within the building today. The sooner we can leave, the better. All these newfangled gadgets make my head start to spin. Newfangled gadgets? Speaking like that, you'd think he was an out-of-touch elderly man. And they have the wrong grammar sign there for the out-of-touch thing. Maybe they're trying to hit the spacebar? I don't know. Supposedly there are people who make a living entirely off of trading stocks. Can you really feel accomplished by earning near like that? It's a world far beyond my comprehension. Hello and welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Both the CEO and Miss Qua are absent today. I'd like to speak with them. They're currently on their way to St. Ursula Medical College. They should be getting there any minute now. One of our customers yesterday caused me nothing but problems. He didn't really understand the concept of savings account, let alone a bank. He kept saying stuff like, just give me the money already, and wait, what's a bank account? So I'm assuming he was a thief? Someone just tried to waltz onto the elevator without any kind of authorization. Damn tourists, read the sign. It says it right there. Entry is prohibited. As we go help ourselves. Shouldn't be anyone up here, but we'll double check. It'd be kind of cool if you could actually look at Maria Bell's room and find like a clue or something for stuff with Azure, but can't imagine what fate is in store for us if we scratch it. Keep our hands to ourselves. Hell, I'd even settle for a clue over here. Where's the foreshadowing man? Since the Orbital Network is still in its developmental phase, we run into a ton of different bugs and issues. Case in point, this hacker we've been grappling with all day. Now, where are they coming from? We have a research facility over in Lamont State that's directly connected to the network, but no one if they would ever try to hack into the network, so that's a bust. You see, I was originally an academic researcher. One day, Lady Maria Bell appeared out of nowhere and offered me a position at the IBC's tech department. The IBC's Orbital Network aims to connect terminals threads in Zemuria in order to transfer customer data in an instant. Once I heard about it, I knew I couldn't sit still and allow for this opportunity to slip away. So I'm going to take a small break. See you in a sec. And it's going to be with Bellegarde Gate. We bring our patrol to a close. All the other stuff will be part of the, basically the north side, the church, and everything will be part of the next video. Crossbell and Zanelli have trains, but buses too. I'm so jealous how convenient things are here. If only they built a train station and had bus stops near my house. If they did, I'd be coming to Crossbell whenever I had the chance. He's so late. Maybe I should leave him behind and head on to Crossbell City. Occasionally we see tourists from Ereboni attempt to walk to the city staying on the highway. The majority of them are spoiled rich guys who don't understand how harsh the highway can be. We essentially did the same thing when we hiked to Armorica. His statement was painfully true. I bet the commander's in a nice cool room now, enjoying himself on the state's dime. We're the ones who have to skip the festivities and work. That guy just infuriates me to no end. I think I survived rush hour. My whole life I've heard people talk about how straightforward and solemn the Erebonian people are, but I guess they also love festivals. Wasn't there... There. As of now, I don't have anything unusual to report. Huh? Where'd she go? I told her to wait here while I told her to wait here while I grabbed a quick bite to eat. Wrong. Whenever I go on sightseeing trips, I always have to check out the local cuisine. I wonder what sort of food awaits me in Crossbell. Yesterday, Stella put a little bit of extra fruit on my plate. She tried to send me a message, something like, "Do your best today, okay?" Pretty sure she does that for everyone, man. Can't a guy dream, Randy? Yesterday, when I put some fruit on the soldiers' meals as an extra treat, a bunch of them came and thanked me afterwards. I don't see what's wrong with treating them to something nice every once in a while. It's probably going to cut into our profit margin, though. Looks like I still have some time before the next bus arrives. My stomach's growling too. Yeah, I'm gonna get some food real quick. I'm always hearing the soldiers complain about that commander of theirs. Can't blame them. I hate that high and mighty attitude of his too. If he at least knew how to hold a rifle properly, maybe he'd be bearable. But the only thing he's good at is barking out orders. Hopefully he knows which side the bullet comes out of, that's all I can say. Well, is that what a commander's supposed to do? Where the heck am I? Well, whatever, while I'm here I might as well explore. I don't particularly dislike paperwork, but it can be tough. Well, of course it is. The warrant officer Maria I know is a warrior through and through. When it comes to combat, she's one of the best Belgard Gate has to offer. Not a single one of the guys out here stands a chance against her. Sitting in a chair filling out papers all day is way too dull for a gal like you. Make it sound like I'm some sort of musclehead. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. Those comments came straight from the sincerest place in my heart, I'll have you know. Can you just leave me alone? Good thing this place is finally starting to settle down. Just a little while longer and all we have to worry about is guarding the border. One wrong step and I'll fall at the bottom of the canyon. This is freaking nuts. Quick, give him a push. Okay, 3rd floor and I'm out. Brute said he needed a smoke, so I volunteered to watch the border alone. Normally that's not allowed, but the commander's in here. It'll just be our little secret. I know it's my job. Watching the same scenery every single day can get boring. Hell, if the boss isn't here, why doesn't he just smoke up here? I don't know, folks. It's above my pay grade, I guess. The meager pay grade of a hero. And with that depressing thought, I am out of here, folks. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.